It was just moments after the 5 public procurement commissioners took the oath of office when the Minister of Public Security, Ramjattan, made the declaration that the APNU plus AFC coalition government never intended to have yes men on the boards or commissions.
We want to welcome disagreements. When we appointed members to these boards, we never wanted to put yes men. We never wanted to put yes men. We wanted people who know the industry, and we put them in there, and just like the words of the oath, to faithfully do as independently as possible what you think is right. That is the effect of that oath. And so we will have dissenting views, and we'll have the problems that we see that has happened in the GNRA, is it? GNBA. But that is democracy.
On Thursday, members of the newly appointed commission, the Public Procurement Commission, will meet to appoint its chairman. One of the commissioners who may be chosen is Ivor English, who has years of experience in public service and was the Director General of the Maritime Administration under the then PPC government. I spoke with him on the phone on Wednesday morning and asked him this question.
Business.
If I'm made chairman,
Yes.
first of all, if you are going to be the head of any system, you first of all got to establish a vision in terms of how you will organize the structure to ensure that the objectives are met and realized.
Okay.
There is fair play, there is transparency, there is no discrimination or marginalization of anybody based on their peculiar ideology or circumstances, but you look at competency,
Mr. English also stated that he will also put his experience and qualifications on the line to get the job done.
My expertise might be biased maritime issues, but then remember I was an accounting officer for 14 years. So I understand how the Public Accounts Committee operates, because I had to go before Public Accounts Committee on several occasions as head of my agencies. I was head of transport, I was head of MARAD. So I had to go before Public Accounts Committee. So I've been doing that for 14 years. Or I did it for 14 years.
Yeah. But
I'm
I-
not a novice in terms of the operations of the PSC.
But you have a wealth of experience.
Yeah.
As for the awarding of government contracts, English said no favoritism will be given.
Yeah, that's the main thing. You have to treat with each case based on merit, and that is how it would be dealt with. For example, if one is to offer somebody a contract, you have to look at the competitiveness. You have to look at the price. You have to look at the quality. You have to look at the specifications. The specifications are met. It's not who the person is, but whether they have the requisite competencies and they have satisfied the preconditions.
Emily Dodson, Carl Corbyn, Sukesh Nalal Pasha, and former Labour Minister Nanda Kishore Gopal are also candidates for the chairmanship on Thursday. When the chairman is announced to Parliament, officers will be recruited to fill a number of posts in the PPC. One of the first person will be the Chief Executive Officer, which will be made known soon. The establishment of the PPC will now clear the way for the approval of the awarding of government contracts to be handled by the body instead of Cabinet. Andrew Weeks reporting for Safe TV2 Headline News.